Okay, let's be real for a second. We all have that secret, that knot in your stomach that just twists up whenever you even think about money. It's this gut-wrenching, paralyzing feeling we just don't talk about. But what if that fear wasn't a roadblock at all? What if it was actually a roadmap?
I mean, this quote from Mel Robbins, wow, it just hits you right where you live, doesn't it? It's that exact moment, staring at that pile of bills on the kitchen table, wondering how in the world you're going to pay them. It's a feeling she knew, like, intimately. And for her, it all came down to one single terrifying number.
Yeah, $800,000. That's what Mel Robbins and her husband were facing after a business deal went south. I mean, can you even imagine the fear of losing absolutely everything? It must have been crushing. But here's the crazy part, and the whole point of her story. That kind of intense fear, it's not as unique as you might think. It's actually a burden we all share in one way or another.
And that brings us right to our first big idea here. If you've ever felt that pit in your stomach about money, it is not just you. This isn't some personal failure. It's a universal human thing. Seriously, it doesn't matter if you've got $5 in your bank account or 5 million. The expert Farnoosh Torabi points out that this financial fear, it's an emotional constant for pretty much everyone. It shapes our decisions no matter what our net worth is.
So let's get specific. See if any of these sound familiar. That nagging feeling that you'll just never have enough, or the absolute terror of losing everything you've worked for. And for a lot of us, especially women, there's this extra layer of fearing you want too much, like you're supposed to put everyone else first. These are the exact anxieties that are just simmering under the surface for millions of us.
Okay, so the obvious solution is just to get rid of the fear, right? Become fearless. Problem solved. Well, no, absolutely not. In fact, that might be the single biggest mistake you can make. So here is the fundamental shift in thinking we need to make. For so long, we've been told that fear is the enemy, right? An obstacle we have to get rid of. But the truth is, fear is a signal. It's a messenger trying to tell you something really, really important. So the goal isn't to silence it. The goal is to learn how to use it.
And this quote from Caroline Dooner, wow, it really hammers this point home. She says, if you're proud of being fearless, you might be a psychopath. I mean, think about it. Being fearless means you're not afraid of risk or consequences. And that's not brave, it's actually just dangerous. Fear is your brain's built-in alarm system, and you need it to protect you from making terrible decisions with your life and, yeah, with your money.
So, okay, if fear isn't the enemy, then what is it? Well, think of it like this. It's your own internal compass, and it's always pointing toward what you truly care about. Basically, when you feel that financial fear, it's really just an internal signal. It's highlighting exactly what you value and what you desperately want to protect. So when you actually lean into that fear, you're not just wallowing in anxiety, you're getting in touch with your deepest values. Let's break it down. Are you terrified you'll never be able to retire? Well, that's just because you deeply value security and freedom. Are you constantly worried about providing for your kids? That's because family and responsibility are everything to you. See, your fear is literally just the flip side of what you cherish the most. Okay, so we've reframed fear. It's a signal. Great, but what do we actually do with that signal? This is where we get really practical and talk about how to turn all that nervous energy into a concrete plan of action.
You know the classic fear responses, right? Fight, flight, or freeze. We've all been there. But Farnoosh Torabi suggests a fourth and way more powerful option. Instead of just reacting on instinct, we can choose to respond with intention.
And here it is, the fourth F, figure it out. This isn't about pushing your fear away. It's about getting curious about it. You trace it to its root. You ask what it's trying to tell you. You actually let yourself imagine the worst-case what-if. And then, this is the key part, you create a what-now plan. This is how you transform that paralysis into powerful motivation.
And you know, when you start tracing your fear, you might find something surprising. You might ask yourself, wait a minute, is this fear of scarcity even mine? Or did I just sort of inherit it from my parents who grew up in a totally different time? Just recognizing that gives you the power to decide if that old fear still serves you today.
This right here is the most empowering step of all. Instead of just swimming in that vague anxiety of what if, you force yourself to game plan for what now. So don't just worry about losing your job. Go there.
Actually imagine it happened this morning. What's the very first thing you do? Okay, you'd call your sister. You'd slash your budget to the bone. You'd get online and file for unemployment. All of a sudden, that big, scary monster in the closet has a name, and you have a plan to fight back.
So when you really learn how to use your fear like this, as a tool, where does it all lead? Well, it leads to what I think is the true meaning of wealth. Look, the ultimate goal here isn't just about being rich or having a certain number in your bank account. That's not the real prize. The real prize is achieving financial autonomy. It's about having true, genuine agency over your own life.
And Farnoosh Torabi puts it so beautifully. Just imagine a world where you can make your own financial choices, for yourself, by yourself, where you have autonomy, you have agency. Think about what that really, really means. The power to walk away from a job that's crushing your soul, the freedom to leave a relationship that isn't right for you anymore, the ability to chase a dream, or even just the ability to rest without guilt. That is real power. That's the confidence you get when you master your money instead of letting your money master you.
So here's the bottom line. Your financial fear, it's not a curse, it's a conversation. It's pointing right at what you need to protect, what you value the most. The only question left is, are you listening? And what's the one small, brave step it's telling you to take today?